I am super excited to be back with another video, and this time we're going to analyze Twinkie Clark singing bass. So don't go nowhere, okay? Stay right there. So I'm going to analyze a short clip of one of the singers from the most popular female gospel group of all time, the Clark sisters. They just had this CD come out called The Return, and the last song of the project is called Good Favor, written by Kurt Carr. And there's an acapella part where the sisters kind of do this acapella chorale, if you will. And so Twinkie comes in later on in the chorale, if you will, and she comes in with tenor and bass. And if you listen to the actual recording, she is nailing this bass. And so a video was posted a while back where Miss Karen Clark Sheard posted her sister singing in the studio this very part. So I wanted to analyze this video and kind of see what we come up with. She is killing this bass, y'all.
Smile on me, smile on me, smile on.
Like, how did she do that? So if you notice, Twinkie is sitting straight up, not moving, hands are on her knees, torso is straight up, head is straight on, and she's focused singing this stuff. So she says, smile on me. So it's not me, it's not super bright, it's smile on me, me. So it's almost a rounded me. So if it was me, it wouldn't have enough depth. So she gave a little more depth and a little more warmth by kind of rounding it out and making it longer. Me, smile on me, okay? And so she's doing that to make sure that the notes are heard. So let's get to the walk up and see what she's doing here. So she said, smile on me. So she is dropping her larynx. That's what she's doing right there. She's dropping her larynx and she's making the note more easier for her to execute because she's changing the shape of her vocal tract. You can literally voluntarily drop your larynx and change things here to make certain things happen for your voice. We're changing the resonance, changing the shape of the sound. And that's the whole thing about acoustics that I'm not gonna get into right now, but she's changing the shape of her vocal tract to achieve these notes. So she's not saying, smile on me. That's a little more difficult to do. So she's opening up and using her body to support. She's using them abs and back muscles. That's why she's sitting up like this. And she is using the larynx to walk up actually with the pitches. So each time the pitch changes, her larynx position changes. So it's walking up, because you notice the last note of the E on the last walk up is a little more normalized E versus the lowest one is kind of a me, smile, me, smile, okay? So instead of doing the E phoneme like you would normally say in me, she's doing me. And you just hear how different each note sounded in terms of the shape of it. I am not a bass. She can sing lower than me. This is difficult. I keep doing it and I notice my voice is getting worse and worse. But that's okay, I'm gonna try anyway. So yeah, so she's doing me, okay? And so she's using her body for support, using her larynx to change the vocal tract position and her resonance position. And she's also using her, her body to support what's going on so that she can sustain these notes over and over and over again. Because when you go to the studio, sometimes you have to do it over and over again. And just because you do it over and over again doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. They just need different takes, because maybe you do something different. Maybe the tone change, maybe something. So there's always something that they have to do, so you always get multiple takes of one excerpt, if you will. She may have had to do this multiple times. We see one 20-second clip, but she may have had to do this about 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So to sustain these notes and support it, she has to use her technique. Gospel singers have technique too. Gospel singers have technique as well. Don't let nobody tell you different. Gospel singers have just as much technique as other genres. So not only is she using her body and her larynx to kind of move up in the pitch, she's dropping the blade and back of her tongue a little bit. So that's what I hear her doing, which is phenomenal. This is definitely a technique that a lot of people have not mastered, understanding how to use acoustics and phonetics to work in your favor. I always talk about volume modification. I always talk about vowel shaping and resonance shaping, because that's a key element to singing. It's not just getting up and singing these notes and blaring out. It's about how do I achieve these notes so I can do it day in and day out, so I can keep my voice day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? So she has mastered this technique, especially singing with her sisters. It's usually 3, 4, 5-part harmony depending on what they're doing. And so she usually is carrying the very, very bottom of her sisters' harmonies, you know, and she is the anchor for those bottom notes. She has to be there in order to have the harmony work. And so she has developed her technique over time, and is probably born with a lot of it, honestly, to sustain these bottom notes so her sisters can sing and be supported from her, and they can support her in return. This is amazing. Y'all, this is amazing. Before you go, make sure you hit subscribe down below and click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And it'll be posted more often. I promise y'all. As I always say, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, above everything else you do, be vocally you. All right, y'all, stay safe out there.